Hey, it's Robert here from robertcbrown.online. I hope you're having a fabulous day wherever you are in the world today. Now, today's video is all about success and the self-image. I'm going to talk to you about exactly why it's so important to work on your self-image and get that right, what you need to do to start moving towards a real positive and strong and empowering self-image, and exactly how to get it done so it sticks and becomes the new default setting for you. And if that's not enough, guess what? I'm going to give you some links at the end of the video to go get some more support and resources if you want to dig even deeper. How does that sound? It sounds good. Great. Let's get started. So let's talk firstly about the importance of self-image. Well, self-image is directly related to how you feel about you and what you think you're capable of doing. Now, clearly, that can be a serious limitation when it comes to being more, doing more, and having more, okay? If somewhere on an inner level, your self-image has got a false level of expectation where you feel you can't exceed that limit, then you won't exceed that limit. Now, there are certain things you can do to overcome that, and I'm going to discuss those in this video. But suffice to say, if you're doing this to yourself, you are sabotaging everything that you want for yourself. Everything that's important to you, you're sabotaging because you're operating with a low self-image, okay? A poor self-image. So no worries, I said we would talk about what to do, and we will. But firstly, we need to talk about what contributes to actually a poor self-image. Well, it's negative strokes. It's being exposed to situations and or people who are constantly giving you negative strokes, negative feedback, negative energy, especially when you are attempting to grow, to do something, to achieve something, and you get negative feedback which knocks your confidence. Now, firstly, the reason that it knocks your confidence so much is because you put so much emphasis and so much importance on the opinions of other people. Firstly, I want to tell you that the most important opinion is the one you have of yourself. It's the only one you can control. So you will start to enhance your self-image just by deciding to listen to your opinion first. And here's another thing. Unbeknown to you, your reticular activation system will be going out there and looking for evidence to support how you really feel about yourself on the inside. It's called double trouble, really, isn't it? So everything is set up to go out there and find evidence that you are not quite as good as you should be, not quite as capable, less than, not able to achieve anything above a certain point. And you will see things, situations, occurrences, people in your life will show up every day to reaffirm this to you. And it's a really, really powerful negative loop that you need to break. Okay, so I'm going to tell you how to break it. So before I go on to talk about how you can fix this situation and start recreating your self-image in such a way that it supports what you want to be, do and have, firstly, I want to explain to you a little bit more about why it's such a dangerous situation and why it's so tough to deal with. And perhaps why the way I'm going to suggest to you to fix this situation is the only real way to fix this situation permanently. You see, if you think of an iceberg, when you see an iceberg, the tip above the water represents probably about 5% of that iceberg. So there's another 95% of the iceberg below the water. That is really a good representation of us as human beings. We have the 5% of us which is our logical, conscious mind, where we do all of our thinking in our reality day to day. That's where it is. All driven by the ego, all of that sort of stuff. And you've got 95% of your being, which is subconscious, below the water. That's how we operate. Now, I know that if there was a war between the 5% and the 95%, I know which side I want to be on. It's clear, isn't it, that consciously you can walk around all day long setting huge goals and doing all the things that you should do. But if the 95% subconscious part of you is contradicting that with different beliefs, what will show up in your life? Which way are you going to go? Are you actually going to come through all that stuff logically that you set for yourself? Or do you think you're going to revert back to who you really think you are and what you're really capable of, because you're programmed to believe that on the inside? The 95% of you, in other words. Well, it's clear. The subconscious works. So the only way to really fix this and make it stick long term, make it permanent, is to reprogram your subconscious mind. To reprogram you in such a way that your new default setting supports everything that you want to be, do and have. So you're no longer trying to be something anymore. You are in fact just being who you are, because it's subconscious. It doesn't take conscious effort anymore. So you're not doing, you're being. I hope that makes sense. So if you're suffering with poor self-image right now, there are 3 things that I would like you to commit to doing on a regular basis. I want you to start using affirmations, meditations, and visualizations. This will address the situation and redress the balance and get you back on track to be, do, and have everything that you want from life. But what you need to do is make that commitment to follow through with this for at least 30 to 90 days. So here's how I want you to do it. I want you to meditate 3 times a day, 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in the afternoon, and 15 minutes in the evening just before you go to bed. I want you to do affirmations. Affirm what it is that you want to show up in your physical reality. Affirm it as if you already have it, and really get into that feeling of having it when you're doing it. Now, this is where visualization comes in. Visualization is really the best way to conjure up that kind of feeling of emotion that needs to be attached to whatever it is you're trying to manifest in order to make it happen. Getting into the feeling of having it so that you get the goosebumps and everything. I mean, I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it, because I know this stuff actually works when you take the time to do it right. So really get into that feeling of having it and really, really work on getting a clear picture in your mind's eye. And what actually happens is that you will start to reprogram your subconscious mind over a period of 30 to 90 days. What it literally means is that to start with, you're going to have to put in some conscious effort, and that's where most people fall down, okay? They won't commit to doing the 30 to 90 days until they see the change show up. But the fact of the matter is that if you keep exposing yourself to these routines over that period of time, eventually that conscious effort goes on a subconscious level and becomes the new you, your new default setting. So what that means is all the good stuff starts showing up as a matter of fact. You're not even thinking about it anymore. It's not taking any effort on your part. It's now who you are, not who you're trying to be. And that's a lovely place to be. And finally, because you've done the work on yourself and you are now effectively a different person, you've now reprogrammed yourself in such a way that you are now operating with a higher self-image, you will be able to go out there and take massive action in the direction of achieving all of the things that you want to show up in your life. Whereas perhaps before you would have self-sabotaged Now you will be empowered to go out there and make it happen, because why? Now you truly believe on a deep inner level that you're capable of achieving it. You've taken the shackles off yourself. You've taken back control of your life. That's empowering, and that is extremely exciting. It's a wonderful place to be. And that's the fact. That's the fact of the matter that so many of us don't understand. We really are the captains of our own ships. We really do determine the course of our own life. It's just that most of us don't accept responsibility for it. A lot of us don't even know this stuff. But there are so many people out there that do know this stuff, but still don't take the required action to own it, to take back responsibility and take back control of life and recreate it in the image of whatever it is that they desire. I'm challenging you to do that now. That's really it. I've given you all you need here now to go and make that change. Raise that ceiling of expectation that you've got about yourself. Raise it to a place where you can achieve whatever you want. You can do it, and I challenge you to put the work in starting now. Okay, that's it from me. I'm here very often, pretty much every day with new videos, so do keep checking in. Subscribe to the channel, press the bell button so that you get notified every time I bring a new video out. It'd be lovely to see you back here again, and I try and keep it entertaining and informative and really empower you and inspire you to be, do and have everything that you want out of life. So do keep coming back. And if you want to dig even deeper, then get over to my website, robertcbrown.online, robertcbrown.online. Get on my email list, join my community of like-minded individuals over there. We're all committed to personal growth and spiritual alignment, and we're also committed to making a positive difference to this beautiful blue planet of ours. And if that's you, and I really think it may well be, then I'd love to welcome you over there too. So hopefully you'll do that. Right, that's it. I said I was going. I really am now. Have a great rest of your day. See you soon. Bye.